Hi everyone. Let's take a look at a second example of solving for an unknown side in a right triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. So in this question they're asking us to find the length of the unknown side B, and usually the side is labeled the same as the angle it is opposite to. So we can see here, opposite to angle B, we are going to have side B. Now, in this question, it's always important to know which side is the hypotenuse, and that is always the side that is opposite the right angle, and we always label that side C. So now that I have the hypotenuse labeled correctly as C, I have one side labeled B, and my other side I'll be labeled A. So now that my triangle is labeled correctly, I'm going to write down the Pythagorean theorem again, just as a starting point. And then I'm going to substitute the numbers from the diagram into this equation. So A in this case is 6 centimeters, so I'm going to write 6 squared. B in this case is unknown, so we're just going to write B squared because we don't know what B is yet. And C is 12, so I'll write 12 squared there. Now this question, we have sort of two terms on this left side, and I want to get this B squared by itself. So that means I'm going to have to get rid of this 6 squared term somehow so that I can have B squared by itself. So before we do that, let's calculate what 6 squared is. That's going to be 36. B squared, I'm not sure yet, and 12 squared is going to be 144. Okay, so to get B squared by itself, I'm going to need to subtract 36 from both sides. And if I do that, then we will have B squared by itself on the left. So I'm just going to write minus 36 sort of on both sides here. Okay, and on the left hand side, if we do 36 minus 36, that's just going to give us 0. So I will be left with B squared is equal to 144 minus 36. So I use a calculator to figure out 144 minus 36 is equal to 108. Okay, now we have B squared equals 108, but I don't want B squared. I want just B. So to get B from B squared, we take the square root. And I'm going to take the square root of both sides because this is an equation. So when I take the square root of B squared, I'll get B. And if I go to my scientific calculator here and take the square root of 108, I get about 10.4. So B is going to equal 10.4. And the question asked us to round to the nearest centimeter. So I'm going to write as my final answer B equals 10 centimeters.